Big Breezy. I'm back at it right now, and I want to go over really quickly how to basically get a standard WordPress website set up. Make this quick and effective. If you have any questions, feel free to reach out. I'm here all the time. This is the first lesson I have. I'm basically building a new website to market chatbots. I was about to start it on my own, but I figured I could make a video and have everyone follow along to learn more about how to set things up and get them rolling. So first, I recommend going to offsethosting.com. This is the hosting provider that I use in order to get my website set up and to get everything rolling. However, if you don't feel comfortable with Offset or feel like using a different site, feel free to just log in to wherever, and I'll include a couple links on this blog post for you to take a look at. Basically, how hosting works is that you host on remote servers, and that's what the major companies do. You purchase a domain, which basically directs traffic to those servers for it to be able to read and pull up the site, and then you build your website remotely on these servers. So that's basically what hosting does and how it all comes together. You can go through and basically you want to choose your domain first to make sure it's available. Then you add your hosting package, and then you go through and create the design, and then you optimize it and grow it and do all the marketing. So the hosting packages that Offset offers are pretty strong in comparison. There is basically the minimal hosting package, improved and WordPress hosting, and the premier hosting package. There's a lot of free stuff that's included here. You got the domain, a standard 3 to 7 page Word website, 30 gigabytes. I know e-commerce is here, unlimited bandwidth, 10 emails, all kinds of good stuff. So you can just click on this purchase button, and it'll bring you through to the purchase page. For everyone here using this, just go ahead and register your domain here. They got really good deals. It's $12.99 a year. However, if you are like me, I will be using my existing domain. So my bot company is called boringbot.com, and I'm going to use that and register it. It verifies. Basically, here's everything that is included. Like I said, a free domain, WordPress, 3 to 7 page website, e-commerce, 30 gigabytes, storage, FTP accounts, email accounts, yada, yada, yada. Means absolutely nothing to most of you, and it shouldn't. It's pretty easy to use. Basically, there's going to be some available add-ons that you can go through and select here. You can use a Weebly Words website builder, You can protect it with an SSL, and that basically is the HTTPS up here saying that you're buying from a secure site. There's a lot of different options. If you're willing to spend $149 a year, go ahead and do some research and make sure you're making the best choice here. But basically, it kind of just depends on what kind of information your website is going to be protecting, and the stronger the SSL, the more you're protecting. Site lock basically just locks off any sort of hacking or anything that's going on. It's pretty strong. This could be just a good alternative. And then this is for spam to block any emails. If you're building an outbound email campaign or looking to do email newsletters or things of that sort, this is a really good thing to get because it basically allows email providers to know that you're legitimate and you have been checked for not being a spam bot from somewhere offshore. Basically, I already did this, so I'm going to close out of that item. But it should look like your page should look like something like this: $15.99 due today. It's each month. If you buy, I think, and make it more long-term, those prices should decrease, but you can go down and have one more chance to select anything. Once you check out, you'll basically fill out some standardized information. Fill out payment info, join the mailing list, agree, and then boom, you'll be knocked out. So that's just kind of how to get set up with a hosting and domain. In the meantime, you should be waiting. You should get 3 to 4 emails from Offset welcoming you, giving you your detailed information, providing some more insight into kind of what the next steps are. And then you should get something very important for setting up your specific hosting, which is your cPanel login. So I've already done this. That explains the notification, but I will type in, your cPanel login. Which mine is, like I said, boring chatbot. You will have your own specific based on your domain and the information you provided during that logout page. If you use a different provider, you should get something along this as well too, but this just makes it easier. So you're going to be able to log in. You'll see your domain, your IP address, directories. There's a lot of stuff here that you may or may not ever need. But for sake of kind of what we're looking for, we have our statistics. Like I said, unlimited add-on domains here for this one, all kinds of different options. Yours will look a little different because I put this on a different package, but I'm looking to make this a much bigger site, so that kind of explains that. But if you're starting with just a standard WordPress website with a store, that's a really good place to begin. So if we go down here, you want to keep scrolling down. There's a couple things you want to start with. So the good thing about offset hosting is they provide this Softalicious apps installer. And WordPress becomes just a very simple one-click install. So if you go through, you can click on the install button right here. Basically, it's going to pull up, and then you want the HTTPS if your site has an SSL, your domain, and then you want to get rid of this directory right here because you want your site to show up, WordPress site to show up with it. Here you're going to have a chance to name your site. This doesn't matter too much. It can be changed a little bit. I'm going to make my site description online chatbot marketing. This can be changed in the future. It's really easy. This is just a basic standard introduction. You want to create your username, so I'll do my name, Jackson. You want to create your password. Really easy. And then I'm going to do my standard email. That works. Okay, perfect. These are all your options. You can choose a theme, go for it that way, but then when you click install, it's going to go through and produce data and find, boom. All right, cool. Boring chatbot has been installed. Click on the domain. Boom, this is what you should get. So now you basically have a standard WordPress website uploaded. Everything here you need in order to log in with that username and login we created. You can click on this URL right here, and it'll redirect you, and boom, you are now logged into the back end of your website. It's very important that you remember to log into your site at any point in time. All you do is just type in the domain, and you do /WP -admin, and that'll get you to your login page. I'll show you what that'll look like. Hang on a second. And you should get something like this. This is where you'll type in that that username and password we just created. And boom, there it is. You can also see that domain is literally right here as well too on the once it's installed. And that's basically an update on how to just quickly create a WordPress website. You can watch another video where I go into themes I recommend, how to customize it, make a cool site, create functionality, and a lot of specific customization processes depending on what you're looking for. But right now I wanted to create just a quick video to show you how to get a WordPress site up and running, and I hope it's helpful, and that's basically all I have for you. All right.